Argentina come into the World Cup on the back of a 35-game unbeaten run. Lionel Messi is playing out of his skin, and can they finally win that trophy? Can Messi lift the World Cup for the first time in his career? End the GOAT debate once and for all. Let's find out. We'll look at the Argentine squad's strengths, weaknesses, and the key man, of course, Lionel Messi. Argentina have a fairly straightforward run in that group stage. When we look at their group, the strongest opposition on paper, of course, will be Poland. Poland, spearheaded by Robert Lewandowski, do contain some decent players. Matty Cash in there, for instance, as well. A solid Poland team will be difficult for Argentina to beat, but they should still be winning that match. For me, Argentina will be stronger than Mexico as well. Mexico, a couple of very good players. Hirving Lozano in there. Guillermo Ochoa, an absolute specialist in World Cups. But for me, that Argentine team will win. Saudi Arabia, I think, will be a little bit better than what people imagine. Personally, for me, I think it's very solid and a very good idea for the Saudi Pro League to keep their players mostly contained within the country, which allows them to have a better understanding of their own game. It's something that helps smaller nations such as that develop a stronger core and a stronger team unity. So for me, that is a good decision by the Saudi Arabians, but I expect Argentina to be topping this group. Personally, I think that the group will end up just as we see on my right here. We'll see Argentina at the top, we'll see Poland, then Mexico and Saudi Arabia finishing bottom of the group, even though they are fairly solid. So for me, Argentina have a fairly straightforward run through that group. Into the knockouts is where it's going to get interesting, and everything in the knockouts depends on one man. So, looking at the Argentina squad, we can see a squad that is very well comprised of a good mix of players. There are some very young players in there who, of course, will be coming into their prime in the next couple of years. Enzo Fernandez, especially for me, is a player with a lot of potential. I've covered him in videos before. I definitely rate this kid. Looking at the rest of the team, Lionel Messi will be the key man as always. But as well as that, he will have a supporting cast who are quite strong in their own right. Angel Di Maria, still a very good player. Papu Gomez as well, although he could potentially be out of the World Cup with injury. Same goes for Lautaro Martinez, who definitely will be a big miss for that Argentina side. Personally, for me, we look at that Argentina side, they have a very strong backline. When we look at Christian Romero and Lisandro Martinez, arguably two of the best centre backs in the Premier League. They have a very good goalkeeper in Emi Martinez. Nicolas Tagliafico is a very solid left back playing for Lyon. Aren't his trade ready at Ajax. And looking at right back as well, very strong there. So in that midfield is a point of concern. Rodrigo De Paul and Enzo Fernandez will likely make up the bulk of the midfield numbers. As well as that, there are other options as well. Leandro Paredes of Juventus is a very solid defensive midfielder. He certainly will feature for Argentina in this tournament. Lionel Messi's form will be crucial for Argentina at this World Cup. Whenever we look at Messi's form already this season, 19 appearances, 12 goals, 14 assists. Absolutely fantastic numbers, both offensively and creatively. He is so good, and his form is immaculate. When we look at the underlying numbers supporting these, they too show a picture of a player who is at the very peak of his abilities once again. We're looking at 3 dribbles complete per match, absolutely elite dribbling from Messi. This is something we've always seen with Messi. 56 passes per game on average shows an attacking player who is dropping deep, getting on the ball, making things happen. That will support the amount of assists he has, 14 in 19 matches. As well as that, his key passes per game, 3 passes that Messi is playing in the game are leading to a shot on goal. That is giving him so many assists. Those are high quality balls that he is playing, defense splitting passes that are leading to good opportunities for his teammates to score. When we look at Messi in terms of goal scoring, we're looking at almost 4 shots per game, absolutely elite level shooting as well. Whenever you see a player of Messi's quality fire and shoot 4 times per game, he is going to score at least once. You give Messi 4 opportunities, that ball is hitting the back of the net. There is no if, doubts or maybes about it. So as we know, Messi crucial for this Argentine team. With the injuries to Lautaro Martinez and a lot of other attacking players, there's going to be a big burden on Messi to deliver, both in terms of creativity and in putting the ball in the back of the net. Lautaro Martinez has definitely been a fantastic player for Argentina recently, but he is injured. Messi is going to have to take over as the main goal scorer in this team, but he's also going to have to be the main creator as well. This will be a massive burden for Messi. He needs that rest in that, ideally in the third group stage match for Argentina. So if they can rest him, rotate him, they'll definitely will get the best out of Messi in those knockout rounds. So how will Argentina likely line up? This, I think, will be the starting 11 barring injuries, of course, going into their first match. So I believe Emi Martinez will play in goals. Very solid goalkeeper, really has done well since he's gone to Aston Villa. I believe we'll see Molina at right back with Christian Romero and Lisandro Martinez at centre back. Left back will be Nicolas Tagliafico, a very solid left back, nothing spectacular, but he is a very solid player. For me, moving into that midfield is where it starts to get interesting. Leandro Paredes will start at 6 for me. I think we'll see Rodrigo de Paul play alongside Enzo Fernandez. Enzo Fernandez form for Benfica has been absolutely elite this season, looking at almost 100 passes completed per game, completing so many key passes, a lot of assists coming from deeper lying midfield. His pressing, his energy and his overall play will be so crucial for Argentina in this World Cup, and he has to really get a lot of minutes for me. Moving forward into that front line, I believe we'll see Lionel Messi on the right hand side. You don't have to be an expert to know that Lionel Messi will be starting for Argentina at this World Cup. Looking at striker, I believe it's going to be Lautaro Martinez, depending on his injury. Now, this could of course change. We could see Lionel Messi play through the middle with Angel Di Maria on that right hand side should Martinez be injured, but hopefully for Argentina's sake he will not be. I've included him because I have Argentina's best interests at heart. Yeah, they can thank me later. So looking at that left wing as well, I believe it will be Angel Correa, who has been called up to the national side. Very solid player from Atletico Madrid, definitely could do well for Argentina at this tournament. It's a strong side, it's not spectacular. I do think France and Brazil have stronger teams on paper, but Argentina have Lionel Messi, and for me that is the X factor here, and that is what could make the difference. Argentina, of course, coming to this tournament as the winners of the last Copa America, Lionel Messi's first ever trophy in international football. He will be hoping to make that his second. Can Argentina do it? It depends on who they draw. Now, looking at the groups and the brackets, they do have a run to the final that is very doable for me. Certainly, I believe they could find themselves in the semi-final without breaking too much of a sweat. In a sense, really, you know, there will be of course difficult matches, but I do think that they'll be favoured until that semi-final, where they likely play Brazil. So for me, it is absolutely possible that Argentina could do very well in this tournament. A lot of that depends on Lionel Messi's form. As always, Lionel Messi can decide a match by himself. He does have that quality, he has that X factor, that unbelievable talent, drive, passion, professionalism in that man's play. He is the key man for Argentina in this tournament, make no mistake about it. It could be the fairy tale ending to Lionel Messi's career. Imagine if he comes up against Cristiano Ronaldo's Portugal. That would be the last chapter in an epic saga between two of the very best players we've ever seen play football. For me, I don't think Argentina will do it, unfortunately. I don't think Portugal will either, so there's a spoiler for a future video. For me, it'll be one of France or Brazil to win that World Cup, in my opinion. We could see the Netherlands go close as well, definitely have a better team than what people think. The Spanish will be up there as well, the Germans always solid, and maybe England could surprise a few, but it could be a very big surprise for me if they were anywhere near that World Cup. I don't think England are going to do it. Let me know what you think in the comments, guys. As always, this has been your Argentina squad preview. Thank you very much for watching. Join me tomorrow, we'll be doing one for England as well. Is it coming home? I've already spoiled it, I don't think so. Let's look at the strengths and weaknesses of that squad, and especially the weaknesses of Gareth Southgate. But this has been your Argentina video. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for all your World Cup content, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.